What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? But yeah guys, today is Wednesday, January 10th, and oh man, I know why a lot of you guys are here today, okay? It is the end of an era, of a legacy. Let's just get right into it, okay? It's, it's heartbreaking. We are losing MatPat, guys. There's no absolutely freaking way that 2024 has started in a way where we are losing one of the biggest YouTube content creators, OGs, to have ever done it in the life of lives, bro. MatPat, the game theorist himself, man, he has been doing YouTube for a very long time, creating amazing videos where people talk about like, hey, what would happen if Mario did this, or the theories behind Five Nights at Freddy, or this or that. And then he came out with other types of channels. He came out with like the game theories, then he had like food theories. He's just been creating and creating. And then there was a point, I believe last year, where he sold a portion of his company or the management to another team, which started leading me to believe, we talked about this, that MatPat was taking a step back in the role. It was kind of like a transition to being like, look, all right, I'm not out yet, but I might be out pretty soon. So whenever you see any kind of content creator sell their company, sell their channel to a company to continue to kind of run it, which is going to be pretty interesting, because this is going to be the first time, we're going to ramble here by the way, but MatPat leaving, the sheer velocity of that, for his content to continue without him not being there, I don't know how that works, okay? The channel is called, you know, Game Theory, is MatPat. We get that it's around a specific type of subject, but like, it's like losing a freaking host. It's like losing Steve from Blue's Clues, or like one of your favorite hosts from like Family Feud or something like that. Somebody who's been sitting here entertaining you in this spot, and you're like, oh yeah, someone else is coming here to take over, and I don't know who this person is, but they're going to try to repeat it? Like, what the hell? Anyway, let's get on point, okay? There's a video he made called Goodbye Internet. I have not watched it. Oh boy, I can't even imagine being a YouTuber and making a time. I cannot imagine saying goodbye to you guys. Like, that is a day that I would not be looking forward to. Video has been out for less than 18 hours. It has 10 million views. Oh my god, 1.3 million likes. I just dropped mine on here. Goodbye Internet. Oh no, MatPat, no. All right, brother, let's talk about it.
Not clickbait. On March 9th, I'll be hosting my last Theory episode, at which point I'll be handing off the channels to someone else. There it is. That's it. Send tweet. We're all done here. That's all you need to know, right? Oh, wow. Forgive me, by the way, if I'm a little bit more disorganized than usual. Normally, I would want to script out something like this pretty precisely. But with an announcement like this, I wanted to bring it back to just us. There's no one else in the room. There's no teleprompters. There's no nothing. It's just the way that this whole thing started. It's a conversation between us. And sorry that I keep getting emotional about this. I'll try not to, but it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, this channel is Steph and my first child, really. Before we had Ollie, before we had Skip, CatBat, like, it was this. This was our baby. This channel has been going for 13 years. I think in total it's somewhere around like 1,200 theories. And only half of those are FNAF. Shocking. I know, we actually did stuff that wasn't FNAF related. But
I need to pause. This, oh god, it's called, by the way, he put it on the top, he called it Ripping the Band-Aid. And he's talking mano-y-mano to everybody. God damn, as a person, you guys can identify, right? As just a normal human being who doesn't do YouTube kind of thing. Not to say that you're not a normal human being if you do YouTube, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, if you're not in this space, you get it, right? Why it's so important to him, why this is such a big deal. This is his baby. I will say though that as a YouTuber, this hits very differently, because it feels like, number one, a video that I might be making in the future at some point in time. And then also it seems to be a trend where we're losing a bunch of YouTubers who are stepping away. And then the question is who's next, bro? Imagine Markiplier. Don't, okay? Don't break your heart. Imagine Markiplier. I keep saying this to you guys. Come in here. Hey guys, Markiplier here. And I swear to God, Markiplier, if you try to retire, okay, we will kidnap you and put you in a room and force you to make videos for the rest of your life, okay? We are not losing you, brother. Yeah, seeing like all of our tops, our favorites, 10 years of making content, 15, and they're huge now, and it's just like they're done. And then where do they go to next? And that's, and what I feel, this is kind of what I feel in my heart, is that when you're a YouTuber at heart, there's something in you that's not going to be filled, I feel like, if you're not making content in some kind of way. I've stepped away from making YouTube for reasons I don't want to. Sometimes I get sick or I got injured or something like that. And when I wasn't making content, there was an empty void. There's an empty hole. If you think about like musicians or artists or anybody out there who kind of creates, to put them in a life place where they don't create anymore, there's got to be something to fill that man's void of creation if it's not going to be YouTube anymore, because I don't think you can just, I don't think it works.
This has been a literal third of my life. And I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss this. I value what we have here. I value this conversation, this openness, this relationship that we share. And I'm sad that I won't be able to see you every week. Which then I guess prompts the question of like, why? Why am I doing this now? Why am I making this announcement today? Why am I walking away from the channels? Well, to be honest, it was Tom Scott. You can blame Tom Scott.
What?
Tom just did his farewell video and I'm like, well, he was able to do it. I want to be able to fly away in a helicopter. Obviously, that's not it. But really, my reasons for making this announcement today is probably largely the same as Tom's reasons, or Seth Everman's, or Captain Sparkles, or Papa Meats, or Stampy Longheads. Like, there's a lot of these videos that are coming out these days.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot more happening throughout this year. Steph and I have known this video would be coming for the last 3 years. We weren't sure it was necessarily going to be today. We didn't know exactly when it would fall, but we knew it was going to happen eventually. That's why over the last couple of years, we've been staffing up so much. That's why we partnered with a larger company to help run the channels. That's why we've been spending so much time outside of this box, training up the team to make the best videos that they can. Because
all the clues were there, guys. That the game theory was MatPat all along. all of it was there, man, to show us that he was actually going to be making his escape, his leave anytime soon now. And God, bro, this hits heavy. This hits different, man. It's not one of the type of YouTube, departures too either, where someone gets like canceled and you're like, so long, bozo, rest in peace kind of thing, pack it up, that we're so used to seeing. It's like a man's who's made brilliant content over the years. Brilliant. Countless amounts of freaking amazing videos for millions and millions of freaking people. And he's like, all right, well, that's it. All right, that's all the time I have. I got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my new Nintendo DS. And then he just walks away. And you're like, where are you going? What am I left with? I have a few comfort streamers and YouTubers that I sometimes watch. One of them being this guy named Jorbs. He plays this game called Slay the Spire, right? And literally almost every freaking night, I literally go to bed like watching his content. And sometimes I thought to myself, I was like, what if this man just stopped making content? Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to sleep? What am I supposed to watch? Like, I'm like so dependent on this guy just appearing on a daily basis now. And I'm like, there's so many people who probably felt like that for MatPat. Some of you might feel like that for me. Oh man, you can definitely lose a part of your nice, relaxing daily routine that kind of makes, anxiety go away and stuff. And I can see that being something that MatPat creates for a lot of people.
As much as I love you and I love overthinking things and I love theorizing, I don't love late nights. I don't love the fact that Steph and I have been work first for over a decade, where I'm sitting down at dinner with my best friend and we're talking about business logistics, or we're talking about animatronic toes. I miss the days where I could just sit down on the couch with her and play video games, and it's not for content. Or I'm playing a game and I'm not thinking about what theories are going to come out of that.
Oh, I feel you on that.
So that's a big reason. That was a big one right there.
Okay, that's huge too. I thought about this concept as well, where for the past, I don't know how long, but every single day of my entire life, probably for like the past so much, everything that I think when it comes to playing video games is, why am I not streaming this? Why is this not on content? I literally just cannot play video games without feeling guilty that I'm not somehow creating content. Or if I'm sitting here on my computer and I feel like, wow, I could be recording and making a video, and I'm like, oh wow, there's some news that came out. I can't wait to create a video talking about the news. Like, every single day, I think about what I can do to create content so I can talk to you guys. I'm excited for it. It's my day to day, every single day. Something happens in life, and natural affinity is like, I need to come talk to you guys about it. And that part isn't exhausting for me. It sounds like MatPat found himself in a place where, and this is not a suggestion for him to stay or anything, right? But he's created such an empire, such high quality everything and everywhere, right? Where it's almost impossible for him to make like YouTube content when it's like us, me, you sitting here talking. Like the old YouTube videos that people used to make. Hey guys, my name is Steven and I'm about to eat food today. How are you guys today? And just chatting, just having a dialogue. And that was like YouTube videos, right? And there's still a lot of YouTubers who actually just come up here and don't do that, just have conversations and dip. You know, there's Mudahar, there's Charlie Moist Critical. They don't put like any of this high editing or fancy stuff in there. They just come up here and be like, guys, this is some crazy stuff. Let me talk to you guys. All right, see ya. And that's enough for a lot of people. That quick exchange on one-on-one on a daily basis is enough. But this man can't do that, right? Everything is just so far out that there's no way that he can do that on a daily basis, unless again he wanted to lose another 10 years of life of just basically working all the time. He has a family, he has a wife, kid, all that stuff. He's trying to be a dad. He might want to explore more of the world. Man, we're selfish, obviously, because we're thinking of ourselves. We're losing a good one. You don't want to lose good ones, because then what happens to the platform? What happens when all the good ones are gone, homie? What new people? We don't care about these new. We're boomers, okay? We're Gen Zers. We don't like newness, okay? We just want our tried and true forever and ever, and everybody else can go suck it.
Another sad fact of the matter is I'm getting older. I'm 37 now. The other day, I actually had to Google my own age. And you know that when you have to start like doing math in your head to calculate how old you are over the hill, my friends. Though to be fair, to my credit, I think I'm like the only 37-year-old out there who has an unironic appreciation of Skibbity Toilet. Then again, maybe that's the problem, right? Like, maybe that's not a good thing.
I don't care. Guys, I'm gonna be 85 out here talking to you guys about senpais and waifus and anime, and I will not stop this. I don't care how old I get, okay? You already seen people like David Letterman or those people who get really, really old before they kind of like stop. That's going to be me. I ain't going anywhere because of it. The only reason why I would stop making content is because of health issues, or I don't know. I can't even think of a reason why I would stop, but age, nah, brother. Y'all got me. Y'all trapped here with me in this vortex forever and ever. I'm sorry. If I'm your comfort streamer, relax, okay? I'm gonna be here for quite some time. That is, unless we don't reach 1 million subscribers by the end of this year. This is just a reminder in the video. If you guys are watching my video and my content and you like it, okay, just support me by subscribing to the channel, okay? Literally, just hit the button if you haven't hit the button. Just literally, I keep saying it and you haven't done it. Just this time, just freaking do it, all right? All right, guys, all right, so let's wrap this up. We're going to go to the end of the video where he basically says some of his closing marks here, and it's called the Try Not to Cry Challenge Impossible, okay? So you head home, you guys try not to cry, I'll do my best as well.
At this point, I think I'm kind of evolving into a Grandpa Pat, you know, for lack of a better term.
Grandpa Pat?
And just like your grandparents, hopefully cool grandparents, but just like a grandparent, you know, you don't get to see me all the time. And I don't get to see you all the time. And maybe we call and talk to each other every once in a while. But at the end of the day, that grandpa loves getting to see you. Maybe he shows up at a special event. Maybe he shows up at a holiday. Maybe he shows up at the Theory Wear fashion show. Who knows? But he so looks forward to seeing you. And the love that he has for you, it doesn't go away. That grandpa is so proud of you And he cherishes the relationship that you've had so much. And he is so honored to be a part of your life, to have been a part of helping you grow and helping you experience the world. And he looks forward to seeing you at the next event. And if you see him on the street, we'll hang out. And hopefully he brings you cool, fun gifts. I know this is going to sound cheesy. And I know the internet will probably rake me over the coals for crying for one, but...
No, you're good, dog.
I love you guys. I do. You're not just numbers. You're not just ad impressions. You're not just merch sales. What you have done for me, and from everyone I talk to, what I've done for you is special. It's special. When I was in middle school, I had this goal of making the world a better place because I had been a part of it. It didn't have to be big. It didn't have to be curing cancer. But I wanted there to have been a ripple impact. Just because I was there. Butterfly effect and all that. We've done it. I think we've been able to achieve something great here. You have taken me on the wildest, craziest 13-year ride of my life. And I'm so grateful. So, Grandpa Pat is going to sign out now.
Oh.
And I'll be around for a couple more weeks. I'll be living around the house for a while. We'll have a big family reunion celebration. Then I'll go off to my little shack in the woods, my retirement home down in Florida.
Stop it. Stop. Matt, stop calling yourself Grandpa Pat, brother. Stop it, bro. You're freaking baby still, man. You still got the rest of your freaking adult life. Oh my gosh, man. This is... This one hurts, y'all. This one... Man. This one really does hurt. We got a minute left. We've got a minute left, okay? And then we'll wrap up.
And I'll pop in every once in a while. Anyway, at this point in my notes, I had it written that we're going to start a countdown clock of that, like, final 10 episodes, final 9 episodes. So start that. I don't know what it's going to look like yet.
Okay.
Hopefully the editors don't rip off Unis Honest too much. If they do, I hope to change it. And with that,
a countdown?
That I'm going to say for one of the final times, not the final time, but one of the final times. As always, my friends, remember, it's just a theory. A game theory. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my I'm trying not to cry. Like I'm trying to keep it together, bro. It's damn, why does this affect me so much? It's not even like I watch MatPat like all the freaking time, bro. I guess a huge part of this is also seeing like kind of just how I feel about my audience with you guys, right? Like I feel that connection, okay? Like the whole, you know, not ads or not merchandise or whatever, right? I feel that. So I empathize with the concept of this departure, brother. It's a seeing another fellow YouTuber make that announcement that you know that one day you might have to make yourself is just absolutely off. And then just the end of an absolute legacy as well. Like MatPat being just an absolute stand-up, pretty freaking awesome guy, creating pretty freaking awesome content for a really long time, man. And it's the end. It's coming to an end. And now you're going to do a countdown on us. Now you're going to Unis Honest us and put down a freaking clock. Now we're playing freaking, what is it, Majora's Mask until the moon comes? And now we got to feel this dread? And you think, oh my, oh god. Anyway, guys, that's MatPat, okay, leaving the internet forever. Well, not leaving the internet, but saying goodbye to the internet preemptively before he actually says goodbye, okay? The the prequel to the goodbye, and then eventually he does make his farewell in the next 3 months, and we'll talk about when that happened and occurs as well. I have a sneaking suspicion, okay? This is just my belief as a YouTuber, as somebody who has that kind of heart, that gold kind of thing. When you're somebody like MatPat and you retire and you stop while you're on top, right? Like you're not, he didn't fall out of relevance or nothing like that. Man's been making clean content forever and ever, and we won't stop, right? But there's something here, right? That's energy in here where you want to like create, you want to grow, right? For those of you at home, you guys know what it is. There's a passion, there's an itch that you might have when it comes to life and living it, okay? Whether you want to draw, or you want to compete, or you want to play sports, or you want to make music, or whatever. If you are lucky enough to have that fire, that itch that does not go away and it gets worse, the more and more you stop doing that thing, the worse that itch gets. I know he's going to have that itch, and I'm curious to see if he is going to try to, pour it into something else into the future. Because I don't think that YouTubers, especially with a brain like his, it doesn't cut off. Okay, you might slow it down, but it doesn't go away. And I think Grandpa MatPat, whatever he wants to call himself, I feel like there's going to be another outlet for him. I'm just very curious as to what that's going to be. But guys, that's just a theory, a game theory. Oh, I accidentally saddened myself. So Kami said the New York tunnels, okay? So now that 2024 has reached one of its first big, huge announcements of MatPat officially leaving YouTube, we now have other weird news that's going on. Apparently there were people climbing out of tunnels in New York. And when I read it, it was like late last night, and I saw somebody, I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was like a skit or something, but apparently people have been living underground in tunnels in New York. That's it. I think that's enough for me to be curious enough to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, what do you mean by that? Who is this man? Did this man just literally climb out of the sewers like a freaking New York City rat? Hello? With this freaking top? What is up with the what is he doing down? Why is he dressed? All right, I gotta look into this. I have so many questions. What the hell did I just see? Is that a pea stain? What is the mattresses? What is getting torn? Who are these people? What are they doing and why? There's a picture here that shows like a stroller, a high convertible high chair, baby stroller. Oh no, bro. What's happening down here, man? Oh no, this is about to be a rabbit hole. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. So guys, I've been doing a lot of research into this, and there's a lot of misinformation that's being spread throughout left and right. People are using this to take their agendas to go everywhere, specifically a lot of anti-Semitism going there. So I've been trying to look for like objective pieces, okay, that doesn't take into case anyone trying to push any kind of specific agendas to figure out what the actual like truth is, what are the logistic facts. And I came to this post here that was posted 15 hours ago on Out of the Loop on Reddit, where they tend not to push sides, just try to usually stick to the facts. But if we catch any of that, I'll mention it. But there's a backstory. Apparently there's two Chad Bad synagogues on 770 Eastern Parkway, Chad Bad HQ, an upstairs synagogue and a downstairs synagogue, and they do not get along. In bold, it reads, the downstairs larger synagogue tends to believe that the last Lubavitcher Grand Rebbe Menachem Mendel Schneerson is still alive. He died in 1994 and will return as the Messiah. What? This is why you see Moshiach is coming flags and posters with Rebbe Schneerson's face plastered around Brooklyn. So somebody that died, these people in the downstairs larger synagogue believe he's still alive and he's going to come back as Jesus? The upstairs smaller synagogue tends to believe that R. Schneerson truly died in 1994. The upstairs faction has de jure ownership of the 770 HQ building. So you got somebody at the top, okay? They believe that this dude who's dead they believe he's dead. The people at top believe he's dead, and the people at the bottom are like, nah, he's not dead. And now you got You got two factions because of it. The Chad Bad movement is split roughly 50-50 on the topic of their last Grand Rebbe, and the Chad Bad HQ upstairs and downstairs synagogues are symbols of each faction. While they are all Chad Bad, these synagogues and the HQ do not like each other because of their fundamental disagreement over R. Schneerson's status. Since around half of Chad Bad believes, along with the downstairs synagogue, that R. Schneerson is still alive and is eventually returning, Chad Bad cannot and probably will not choose another Grand Rebbe as long as his belief is widespread within Chad Bad. Usually, Hasidic dynasties have a Grand Rebbe who can keep factionalism under control, but Chad Bad doesn't have one at the moment due to this disagreement. The upstairs synagogue folks, believing that R. Schneerson died in 1994, are probably getting fed up with the situation downstairs since they're supposed to be in control of the entire 770 Eastern Parkway building, at least on paper. Practically, the downstairs synagogue does what they want within reason. To the upstairs folks with legal ownership of the building, a new tunnel built by teen minors wasn't within reason. Add to all of this, all synagogues have conflicts, probably similar to churches. There's characters in every religious institution. Anyway, this didn't come out of nowhere. I hope I added some context. It's a little more than a few teenagers making a fun tunnel. As for why they made the tunnel, they're bored teenagers, possibly under the influence of one of the aforementioned characters in the downstairs synagogue. What in the hell? The question is what they were doing downstairs in the daggone tunnels, right? But I guess we get it, okay? The two factions, the Chad Bads, and then one at the top, and they were the people. Okay, we get now the whole lore and the backstory here, but I'm still very curious as what those tunnels were. I don't think you build tunnels for fun, right? I don't think that's just like a bunch of teenagers like, hey, hee ha, we're digging in here, and nah, there's something going on down there. I don't think it's gotta be good. That's just my initial thought process. Just because if you're building freaking tunnels, I feel like you gotta be doing something illegal. So anyway, if more information comes from that, I'll let you guys know. But that explains why there's a bunch of people crawling out of the freaking New York City freaking sewers, bro, and just slums. That's absolutely wild sauce. I did not have that on my 2024 bingo, and yet here we are. What I also didn't have on my 2024 bingo is apparently some Minecraft player YouTuber of some sorts. Okay, you're not going to believe what I'm going to say. The next words that are coming out of my mouth, okay? Apparently, they were fake pretending to be a black Muslim, and then they got caught or exposed. A lot of you guys asked me to talk about this situation. I was like, there's no way that's a big deal. But there's a lot of people actually talking about what is going on here. So my curiosity got the best of me, and now I need to know. As a member of the Black Delegate, it is up to me to review all things that happen between people claiming to be black people and not, right? Now I gotta audit the goddamn thing. Zenbei lied about his race. His name was Zenbei, and he lied? Lying to you all, and I included. He manipulated people into thinking he was someone he absolutely was not. He fabricated his age. He spread pictures of himself that weren't him, and compulsively lied nonstop. Volume warning. Okay, I'm gonna play this clip. I don't know what the hell I'm getting into, guys. I have no idea. Let's just see what happens. I feel like I'm on like that part of the internet where I'm just like, what in the actual shit is happening here?
Zen's not black. Like, genuinely. Like, I FaceTimed him and I like saw him when that happened, and when I found out, I cut him out, man. There's like, what can I do? Like, you know, I was lied to. It was crazy, you know? Someone that you put so much faith in to just lie just so much. It's actually insane. But
I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm losing it. This feels like a skit. This feels like a bit, bro. Okay. I can't believe it. The person I've been talking to this entire time is not black. Y'all ever seen Mean Girls? Remember? Not Mean Girls. What is it called? Black Chicks. At the end of the movie, Terry Crews gets fooled. He finds out this girl that he liked was a black dude, right? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, I can't believe it. You fooled me. You're not white? Ignoring the fact that he's like a grown-ass black man, right? Thought he was a white woman. But he's like, you're not white? How dare you? Like, that's the same energy that I'm feeling from this. That's probably why I'm laughing so much.
Yeah, guys. I just want you guys to know that is true. And you know, it sucks. It's so sad. It's I mean, it's sad that he would even do something like that. It's just pathetic. It's just so gross that you would ever lie like that, man. So fucked up. But I don't know. It's
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if it's like that bad, right? Like I hear me out, okay? This man is talking like something, the worst hand. I don't know. Okay, maybe he's connected to him. Maybe they were best friends or something. Okay, maybe that's what happened. But like, how did you fake being black? Did he have an accent? And then imagine you being black and you're like, hey, FaceTime, you just see this white dude. You're like, what the what the hell? Who are you? Psych. And why would you even pretend to be black in the first place, bro? Especially like on the internet, bro. That's usually it'd be the other way around, bro, or something like that. Why would you try to be black? What do you gain from that? So I went to his Twitch to find some videos in him, but it looks like he might have deleted all his videos. It says Zenbei, and he's got Venom. Right on the top left, all right. One of the classic, if you're a black person, you probably got Venom as opposed to, I got Miles Morales now, but Venom was the original black Spider-Man. So, but yeah, I can't find anything. Anyway, I did some searches. I was just trying to find more about this Zenbei guy, but I don't even care. I just think that's absolutely freaking hilarious. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like looking at this like serious face and be like angry or mad, because if that's the case, I'm sorry. I don't have any of that in here for you guys. That's just so absurd that I can't believe that this is actually factually a truthful thing that's actually occurring. So that's it. That's all the energy I got for this one. Also in freaking big news that happened yesterday, Dexerto and a lot of people were talking about this. Twitch reportedly set to lay off 35% of their staff as soon as tomorrow, okay? 1/3 of the entire Twitch community is getting Thanos snapped, and I'm not surprised. We've been talking about Twitch and all their crazy policies that's been happening, this whole thing with the artistic nudity, and I kept saying, who is running this company? And what is wrong with these people? Who are making these decisions? Who's coming in these meetings? Why do I feel like these people who run this super huge company have no idea what they're doing? They're just kind of flying around and just making decisions. It does not seem like people who are educated, who have degrees, are running a business whenever I see spokespeople talking about all these situations that are happening with Twitch, okay? It's been happening like this a long time, where it's felt like they've been completely out of touch, and it hasn't been since Kick streaming and Rumble started coming out, where they finally started responding to a lot of the things that people have been asking and what they've been wanting, started making some of the changes and everything. But for a long time, they stayed very, very, very out of touch. And now they're losing 1/3 of their staff. Hello? Does this have anything to do with the artistic nudity thing that's going on? I'm sure it has to do everything with the fact that Twitch is a cost center, not making them any profits is my guess, but it's an Amazon subsidiary. It's below. Amazon owes Twitch, if you guys don't know that. Amazon makes all the money. And also Twitch, if you guys don't know, just a couple of months ago, maybe less than a month ago, announced that they are no longer going to be doing Twitch services in Korea. So anybody who was in Korea who was a Twitch streamer basically can't be on Twitch anymore, because they couldn't afford the cost it took to host in that country, apparently because it just has a higher cost to do the fees. I don't know the details between that, but yeah, everything has been pointing to the fact that Twitch is just losing money. Okay, the fact that they keep bringing back these creators to and unbanning them might have to do with the fact that they broke and they need Twitch is broke. I literally said this. I said, Twitch, if you were broke, boy, just say so. Okay, I hit him with the Pokemon, and I guess they just said so. Twitch is broke. And as much as we want to point and make fun of this, right? If you are a Twitch streamer, this should concern you, right? The well-being in the future of Twitch should concern you when they do off massive layoffs of their employees, okay? That's not a good sign of growth or health of a company. And if your entire business runs on this, the thing is that I don't think Twitch is going anywhere. I think they're just cutting costs because, they maybe have too much overhead and staff, and it's just they can afford to do that because they probably have too many people with too many roles that don't serve enough purpose. But also, they're probably not making enough money to constitute having this many people as well. It's not a good sign. So if you are a Twitch streamer, you want to be a Twitch streamer, you make a living, or you get something out of this is something where you should be like, hold up. And YouTube gaming hopefully takes advantage of the situation and says, who's not cutting corners? And you know who's not cutting costs? You know who's not laying off employees? Us. I lied. I couldn't read the Bloomberg article because it's behind a paywall. But it says here from The Verge, written by Nick Barclay, Twitch is laying off more than 500 employees. Twitch CEO Dan Clancy announced this morning, reportedly accounting for around 35% of his staff. Quote, I regret having to share that we are taking the painful step to reduce our headcount by just over 500 people across Twitch. Clancy wrote, this will be a very hard day. Oh, 500? Why does the number keep getting bigger and bigger? In March 2023, Twitch cut 400 roles as part of larger layoffs at parent company Amazon that saw 18,000 people lose their jobs. Additionally, several Twitch executives, including Chief Product Officer Tom Borelli and Chief Customer Officer Doug Scott and Chief Content Officer Laura Lee, all announced that they were leaving the company. Oh, last month, the company also announced that it would cease operations in South Korea. We just talked about that as well, to the prohibitively expensive fees. The service is set to shut down the country on February 27th. In the announcement, Clancy noted that the Twitch paid out over $1 billion to streamer last year, remarking that, quote, while the Twitch business has remained strong for some time now, the organization has been sized based upon where we optimistically expect our business to be in 3 or more years, not where we're at today. Clancy also wrote that he would be hosting a stream on Thursday, that's tomorrow, at 1 p.m. Eastern to address what these layoffs mean for the larger Twitch streaming community. I'm curious about this one. I'm pretty curious. I'm going to be busy around this time, unfortunately, but I'm very curious. The cuts at Twitch were accompanied by layoffs elsewhere at Amazon today. The company's Prime Video and MGM Studios divisions also cut hundreds of roles as well. So Amazon, it seems like it's happening at the top. Amazon said, we got to cut costs everywhere, including Twitch. It's not just a Twitch thing. It's a whole entire Amazon thing, which is much more safer. If it's not just a Twitch thing, it means that maybe not Twitch is not completely in the toilet. Maybe Amazon is just saying, hey, we just got to do, and this happens at the end of the fiscal year, which starts in the beginning of January all the time. A lot of companies, this is when people, get laid off. This is when companies make cuts. This is when people switch jobs. That time frame and period, this is where you can see a lot of this information go. I heard recently that Duolingo was actually cutting off a whole bunch of the people as well. I think they were cutting off people and there were layoffs because they were trying to promote AI, which we need to talk about. You know what? We'll just make the switch right now because AI and SAG-AFTRA and video games, oh my God. SAG-AFTRA and Replica Studios introduced groundbreaking AI voice agreement at CES. Oh, no. After all of this time and energy of SAG-AFTRA, okay, shutting down Hollywood because their writers weren't getting paid enough, right? We were all standing behind that. We're like, this is good. Get AI out of these businesses so they can't use ChatGPT to write these scripts. Pay our writers, pay the people, pay the assistants, make it fair, let's do this. And everyone was standing behind SAG-AFTRA and saying, let's freaking go. Okay, try to get the best deals that you can get out of the situation because right now you guys are definitely being taken advantage of us. Well, apparently SAG-AFTRA was like, oh, but when it comes to using AI voices for video games, stamp of approval? Did they throw us out? Did they just sacrifice us gamers? What happened here? Reads here, this new agreement paves the way for professional voice-over artists to safely explore new employment opportunities for their digital voice replicas with industry-leading protections tailored to AI technology, allowing AAA video game studios and other companies working with Replica to access top SAG-AFTRA talent. I don't believe that. There's no way, okay? They fought all of this time to keep this kind of energy out of Hollywood when it comes to writers and the scripts. They fought hard, and now they're saying we're happy to announce that we're going to open this up, this voice acting stuff for video games. Like is this completely backwards? Why would they think this is good news? This agreement between the leading AI voice company and the world's largest performers union will enable Replica to engage SAG-AFTRA members under a fair, ethical agreement to safely create and license a digital replica of their voice. Licensed voices can be used in video game development and other interactive media projects from pre-production to final oh my. Nobody wants this. This is this is going to piss a lot of people. SAG-AFTRA, what have you done, homie? Nobody wants this, okay? Hire people to do voice acting, period. Get the humans to come in here and speak and act. There are talented individuals who will do this dramatically, amazingly well. And now you want to go ahead and hire AI for voice? Do you understand what that turns into? No. Oh my, I'm pissed off. I'm not even a voice actor, and I'm pissed off. Approved by affected members of the union's voiceover performer community, this contract marks an important step towards the ethical use of AI voices in creative projects by game developers and sets the basis for fair and equitable employment of voice actors as they explore the new revenue opportunities provided by AI. In addition to establishing minimum terms and conditions, the agreement ensures performer consent and negotiation for uses of their digital voice double and requires that performers have the opportunity to opt out of its continued use in new works. How about we don't do it at all? Yeah, you can opt out of having your voice being AI, but how about we just take it out altogether, okay? No one is asking for AI, at least from the side of voice actors. No one is asking, hey, I hope that you guys will use my voice and use it as AI kind of situation. Ain't no way that people are sitting here asking for less money or less demand and making their jobs and diminishing their opportunities. It's not happening. It's happening on the other end. I said, we are so happy to partner with Replica Studios because this is a great example of AI being done right. Bro, listen, here, and in my opinion, AI is here to stay. Okay, it's gonna happen, and it can be done right, but this is not it. Okay, this is not the way that AI will get. I think that artificial intelligence will eventually take over the world for sure. 1,000%, 10,000% dystopian future. Everything points to it happening, but this is not the one where it's like this is a step in the right kind of direction kind of thing. We got Steve Blum in here already, the voice actor of Spike Spiegel, saying, "Excuse me, with all due respect, you state in the article, approved by affected members of the union's voiceover performer community. Nobody in our community approved this that I know of. Games are the bulk of my livelihood and have been for years. Who are you referring to? What do you mean by that?" I said, just going to drop this here. If you believe the union has failed to uphold its duty to fairly represent you, you may seek legal action. I said, did your wife leave you for a voice actor? What is going on here? All voice actors in favor of cutting off this useless, out of touch, corrupt jailer of a union in favor of making our own union say aye. Yeah, at this point, if you're a voice actor and you're part of this union, you gotta make cut. This ain't representing you in the least bit. Like, there's no way that these guys were brought into the conversations to the table to negotiate. This seems like they kind of threw them out into the fire and said, hey, voice actors, good luck. We're collaborating with Replica, and we're going to start this AI thing with or without your approval. This is the most disrespectful and underhanded thing you could have done to the actors and people who fought against this very thing. The fact that nobody seems to have known this vote was even happening just shows how cowardly this decision was. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How did this get approved? Who was in the meeting? Casper, the freaking friendly ghost? Okay, like nobody knows how this even occurred. What are the representatives of the voice acting community that said, like, yes, Daijabu, I stamped this as an approval? There's no way. We got Yong Ye, the voice actor of the new Kuryu for Yakuza, saying, approved by affected members of the union's voiceover performer community. Literally every working voice actor. We did not approve this. Listen, if Spike Spiegel did not approve this, then no, it did not get approved, okay? I'm gonna do a lot of research into this because I'm very curious. I want to see the contract. I want to see the agreement. I want to see the approved parties of the union, okay? SAG-AFTRA, this is crazy betrayal. This is Brutette stab in the back type situation, okay? All of these voice actors, everybody here was on their side, rooting for them to get the best possible deal. When it came to them working with movies and Hollywood and all these people and Disney, and, you know, like everybody was like, yeah, we were all team SAG-AFTRA. And now, what have you done? And why? And who? That's all we want to know is who. Okay, we just want to speak to him. We just want to talk to him. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to be letting you guys know if there's any updates when the SAG-AFTRA, when it comes to the voice actors and the AI. There's no way that we're going to comfortably let people just slowly push in AI as an approved thing. There's this fake propaganda or agenda of people being happy about voice acting and AI is not going to fly. We're not going to sit here and be quiet about it, pun intended, because nobody approves of this. Voice actors do not approve of this. And if this is something where they might have to create their own separate union just for the voice actors guilds, because they're supposed to be covered underneath the SAG-AFTRA, that might be something that creates a split, and it already makes SAG-AFTRA look absolutely terrible. I'm going to keep you guys posted, but this is not the end of SAG-AFTRA and Replica Studios and them using AI for video games. It's just not the end. So guys, I'm going to end this video with the Golden Globe Awards, okay? You don't really care. but there were some things that you might be interested in hearing about, okay? Some funny moments that you guys probably don't want to miss that I'll just bring up and highlight on that, which you probably need to know, and some of the biggest category winners and stuff like that. Emily in Boston said, the Golden Globe Awards happened. Barbie won Best Cinematic and Box Office Achievement, a new category that was introduced this year. That was pretty hype as well. Barbie, Oppenheimer actually took almost all of the awards. Oppenheimer swept when it came to the Golden Globes. Barbie, I think, only won 1 or 2, I think, when it came to the things. I was kind of surprised by that based on how popular it is, but yeah. Very important win went to The Boy and the Heron, who won Best Animated Film at the Golden Globes. Okay, we got another W for our boys over at Studio Ghibli. This was a great movie, by the way. It almost felt like a very farewell. It felt like the story, I'm not going to, no spoilers, obviously, but it's good. If you like Studio Ghibli films, it's immaculate. It won over Super Mario Brothers, okay? It won over Spider-Man, Enter the Spider-Verse. There were like 2 of the other ones. I was like, wow, all of these guys can win. There was a lot of good animated films, and it won Best Animated Film. This is a huge W. To beat Nintendo, to beat that's insane. Like, I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man and the Spider. I honestly thought they were going to win. I honestly kind of think they kind of take it. But Miyazaki, I cannot hate on Miyazaki winning here. I just cannot. Anyway, we need to talk about Joe Coy. He was the, what is it called? The presenter. He was the host of the show, and everyone has been dragging and roasting him left and right. Okay, they are saying he was garbage, doo-doo, butter. And guys, I watched a bit of the Golden Globes, and even though Joe Coy, I like his stand-up, man. I think he's Filipino, I believe. You guys know I'm already gang, okay, with the Filipinos. If you're at home or you're from the Philippines or you're Filipino, you already know I'm a Filipino, all right? I'm over there eating that Jollibee. You know how we do, okay? Speaking that Tagalog, okay? Eating, I'm here, I'm there, I will be there. Reads here, Golden Globes host Joe Coy just went off script after one of his jokes bombed. I got the gig 10 days ago. You want a perfect monologue, blah, blah, blah. Let's just play the clip really fast. He's folding. You know what he's trying to do here? He's trying to bring out what he does for stand-up comedian and then put it into here. But look, it's okay to tell a joke and for it to not to fly. I'm sure Joe Coy knows that, right? But then they also say, hey, man, look, some of the jokes, this was a joke that I didn't write. I just had to kind of read kind of thing. Like, nah, bro, just go with the punches, pull the punches. Work on your freaking delivery. I bet you if it was somebody like Trevor Noah would have killed that shit. Trevor Noah, yeah, he would have. Oh, now you're throwing shade at the writers? Oh, no. To be fair, the line that he just was reading, the earlier joke, it actually wasn't funny. I think even if you had a good delivery with it, it just wasn't funny. Oh, Taylor Swift ain't like that one. Taylor Swift like Miranda Priestley. She look at the joke. She's not laughing. This right here, huge hit to your cred score. You got the Taylor Swift look of disapproval wine sip, okay? He's laughing during his jokes. His delivery is completely terrible and completely awful. Like, it's not even the writing at this point. My man's just not delivering. This was a decent joke that he could have made. Nah.
Albums than any other human on the planet last year. That's right, more than anybody. The only music we listened to more than Taylor's music was the hold music for Southwest Airlines. That was it. They've got the real streaming numbers. And by the way, I love your song, Anti-Hero. Yes, thank you so much. My auntie is also a hero. Her name is Beatrice. We appreciate that. Thank you for celebrating all of the aunties out there. We've got so many incredible greats.
So he got the laugh out of Taylor Swift. He made jokes with Taylor Swift in there as well. It flew very well. This is good hosting and good comedy. Anyway, let's go over the list of the winners and the nominees. Okay, Best Motion Picture, aka Drama, went to Oppenheimer. They won. They beat out Maestro, Past Lives, Zone of Interest, Killer of the Flowers Moon, Anatomy of the Fall. I haven't heard of these. Best Motion Picture or Musical Comedy went to Poor Things, beating out Barbie. The Holdovers, May, December, and Air. Very surprised by that. A lot of people thought that should have went to Barbie. Best Motion Picture, we talked about that earlier, went to The Boy and the Heron. It beat out Elemental. That was the one that I missed out. Suzumi, which is, also absolutely amazing. Wish, I didn't actually watch. And then Super Mario Bros. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Cinematic and Box Office Achievement went to Barbie. This was a new category, and it was stacked. Essentially just, you know, the most popular of the popular when it comes to the box office. It beat out John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man, Super Mario Bros., Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. The fact that Taylor Swift got nominated for that's kind of wild. But yeah, it beat out all of this. This was a very, very stacked one, but this is basically the most popular, who paid the most money at the box office type of award. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture went to Emma Stone, Poor Things. She beat out Margot Robbie for Barbie. I thought that was going to be an easy take. She also beat out Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings, Fantasia Barrino, Natalie Portman, and Alma Poisty. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy went to Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, beating out Matt Damon, Timothy Chalamet for Wonka, Nicolas Cage for Dream Scenario, Hawk Queen Phoenix for Beau is Afraid. These are stacked. Good lord. Best performance by a male actor in a supporting role in any picture went to Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, beating out William Dafoe in Poor Things, Robert De Niro, Killer of the Flowers, Ryan Gosling, Barbie, he beat out Ken, Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things, and Charles Melton, May December. Best director motion picture went to Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. A lot of people were really upset about that because they wanted that to be Greta Gerwig for Barbie. Okay, they felt like the best directing should have went to Barbie, and they gave it to Oppenheimer. And again, I haven't watched Oppenheimer yet, but I did feel like Barbie was pretty amazing. But it's like, it's two different forms of amazing. Both what Barbie did and Oppenheimer did were like very two different types of film and art. So yeah, a lot of people were upset that it didn't go to Barbie. Best original song went to What Was I Made For by music and lyrics by Billie Eilish. That song is so pretty. It's the what was I made for? And I didn't even realize that it was Billie Eilish, but it's a very pretty song. It beat out I'm Just Ken. It beat out Peaches from Jack Black, Road to Freedom, Dance the Night Away. Barbie got like 3 nominations. Good lord. And Addicted to Romance. Best television series drama went to Succession. Okay, guys, this one I highly recommend if you have not watched. I freaking love Succession, okay? If you like, what's the best way to describe Succession? If you guys like Arrested Development, right? With its dry, witty humor, now take that, make it a lot darker. But keep like the funny, witty, sarcastic humor. You will love Succession. I watched the whole series and it was an absolute joy to be a part of. It beat out The Crown, which was really good. Princess Diana, the person who played Princess Diana, the young prince. Oh my gosh, she was absolutely, I think she won an award as well. Beat out 1923, The Diplomat, Last of Us I didn't watch, and The Morning Show. Best television series, musical or comedy went to The Bear. I haven't watched that. Abbott Elementary, Barry, Jury Duty, Only Murders in the Building, and Ted Lasso, they lost. Best television limited series, anthology series, and motion picture went to Beef. Beef won a lot of awards. Beef was a movie or a show. It was on Netflix. I need to watch it, but it had Stephen Yeun, your boy, voice actor of Invincible. I think he was also supposed to be in a Marvel movie, and that got canceled. And it has your homie as the lead. What's her name? Ali Wong, who was a stand-up comedian, and then she started getting into movies much more recently, and she's been doing exceptionally well. So I heard this movie was a must-watch. It beat out Fargo, Lessons in Chemistry, Fellow Travelers, and All the Light We Cannot See. Best performance by a female actor in television series drama went to Sarah Schnook for Succession. I believe that is the wife of Tom. I believe it is. She's the redhead. She was absolutely immaculate. Succession won a lot. Best performance by male actor went to Kieran Culkin, who is Macaulay Culkin's brother. And people don't realize that he looks like him. It's because he is literally his brother. He was absolutely amazing. He plays a guy named, oh man, I forget his name. But they're literally the same people. When he went up there to accept his award, and literally he was basically saying the same things that he was saying as if he was in the movie. He didn't even really act. It's just the same person. Best performance by a male actor in a limited series and best performance by a female actor in a limited series went to both Ali Wong for Beef and Stephen Yeun, again, for Beef. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role went to Elizabeth Debicki for The Crown. She was the woman who played Princess Diana, which is really good. She beat out Meryl Streep, Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso, J. Smith Cameron, beating out Meryl Streep. that's crazy. Meryl Streep is like, she is her. Like, that is her. Like, you know, that's insane. Best performance by a male actor in a supporting role went to Matthew McFadden. This is Tom. Tom is one of my favorite actors. He beat out freaking Alan Ruck, James Marsden, Billy Crudup, Eben Moss. I don't know these guys either, but yes, he was also with Alexander Skarsgård, one of the brothers of the show. They both were in there as well. Yeah, this guy, Tom, Succession, highly recommend. That's it. That was the Golden Globes. Okay, there was some more awards. I just feeling a lot. All in all, wasn't terrible. Apparently the viewership of the Golden Globes went up like 50% over last year. Nobody watched that joint last year. I think a lot of people were very, very interested in watching the Oscars and the Emmys that are going to be coming out pretty soon. So when that does drop and announce, I will let you guys know the winners are there. But yeah, good TV won, and a little controversy. Jack Coy getting dragged, unfortunately. Is what it is, and that's the drama with the Golden Globe. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video, okay? If you made it to the end, attendance record, just drop that like, okay? Lets me know that you made it to the end, and it helps me out a lot, okay? Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Talk to me in the comments about anything you want me to talk about, okay, in future videos and stuff, and thanks for hanging out with me. I'll catch you guys probably on Friday, you know, if there's enough news, if not on next Monday, and yeah, I love you guys. Y'all take it easy. Be safe out on them streets, because them streets of New York City are infested with people from the synagogue, okay? Be careful out there, all right? I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.